Okay, let's pick things up where we left off, shall we? No, Mr. Maya. You can't just look through his desk. Those are Mr. Godot's belongings. Oh, hush, Pearl. He's not here right now. You need to take this more seriously. Apollo, do you have a red pen? I'll take a look. As long as she's not going through my stuff. Mr. Justice, don't just go along with her. Oh, Pearly, always such a worrywart. It's not like he'll do anything. You won't even notice. Just don't go through any of the case files, please. Yeah, I know my way around a law office. Geez, some of the stuff is so unorganized. Shouldn't it normally be the other way around when it comes to the whole mentor-mentee kind of thing? Pardon me? Oh, welcome back, Godot. She's just gonna play that off. I've got news, fresh off the roast. Yeah, is he just gonna go along with it? Are the test results in? Do you think I can come back without them? You were right on the money, kid. Our culprit used resin to seal the door. Hey, you were right for once. What do you mean for once? Personally, I would prefer it if he wasn't right as often as... If he wasn't right as often in that last case. Apparently they'd gone and put the Elder Golden Boy in detention, too. Oh. I was afraid of that. I'm pretty sure a certain someone is going to be very helpful when we get to investigating. Have any witnesses ever liked us? Hey, Mr. Season liked me. He hated me, so I think that one balances itself out. Yeah, I guess that's fair. I'm so tired of being the local punching bag. The attorney's badge is starting to look good on you, kid. Starting to? Hey, take the compliment. I think he means it's more fitting now. Oh, thank you. Hey, don't get big-headed now. I only said starting. Yet. It hasn't fully earned its place on your lapel just yet. Why is it always half measures with you? When training a dog, you want to make sure to keep him at least a little hungry. I'm not a dog. It's a metaphor. Woof. Hey. We're gonna need more leads if we want a chance of stringing together a theory for tomorrow's trial. Oh, Apollo, look at you. Pretending we're actually going to go into court with a plan this time. Why shouldn't we? It's not that we shouldn't. It's just that we never do. Can't break tradition, can we? It's that we try to, and it just never works out. It's only a 2-trial-long tradition. It doesn't need any more of a legacy. Is it really? Fair enough. I have to be honest, I don't exactly know a lot about dry ice. It's not something that's used by most people, huh? Say for, like, Halloween, or parties, or... Halloween parties? Maybe we should buy some for the village. Use it for our more superstitious clients. You know, play into their preconception a little. And we can't give people the wrong idea, Mr. Maya. We're trying to overcome their superstitions, not to perpetuate them. Oh, you don't want to be a scary witch? Not even for the obnoxious clients? I guess it's not something you've used either, Mr. Godot? Never touched this stuff in my life. The question now is how the victim wouldn't have noticed the room filling with carbon. Maybe we should take a look at those vents again. The killer could have put the ice way back in there, so it'd be harder to notice. Would it be enough to suffocate him, though, if it was further away from his main source of air? Well, there's gotta be some way it could be set up ahead of time. It's like the crime scene was set up hours in advance. The victim was knocked unconscious, the door was sealed with resin, and knowing the victim would be unconscious for a few hours, the resin would have time to set up and lock him in there. And the dry ice would have time to do its thing, so... realistically... he's knocked out and put in a time bomb trap. Theoretical. Maybe that's something. That's a big question right now, huh? Alright, straight to Whimsy World. Only choice. Atmosphere here feels different somehow. There's no obnoxiously cheery artist to greet us with a tongue twister this time. Come on, we're at an amusement park. The silence is just plain unfitting, don't you think? Hello? Hello? Welcome to Whimsy World. We welcome you with, wacky, wonderful, some other W words. We welcome you with whimsy. Close enough. I bet I could be a greeter here. To be fair, I don't think half the employees we've met really inspire all that much cheer. Like, the one outward-facing employee that we've met comprises of all the cheer. Like, realistically, there's 2 outward-facing employees. Gil has enough energy for him and his brother combined. Billy Dean is security, so as such doesn't really interact with visitors. And then the victim Fred and Molly are both people working behind the scenes, so they're not really customer facing, so they don't really need that customer service cheer. Perhaps it's better that way. Nothing as artificial as the joy you see plastered around an amusement park. Yeah, you don't like fun, we get it. Guys, over there. Hi, Gil. Sorry. Hey. Speak of the devil. Oh, hi, Gil. Please don't hate us. You know where the crime scene is. Go on your way. Come on, don't be cold like that. Hey, Maya, don't... That's not the way to go about this right now. Why don't we talk some? You put my brother in jail. Why should we? Just go investigate. Leave me alone. But... leave! Yikes! Well, it could be worse, right? Your brother's innocent, isn't he? Of course he is! Because of you, then. Just go away. Come on now, boy. You're not doing yourself any good. Believe in him, why not open yourself up to a few questions? You don't want to be led down the wrong path, now do we? What? So you can accuse someone else? What good is finding your perp anyway? Gil! You'll just ruin someone else's life instead of Dean's. You don't trade lives with people. Sorry, Mr. Goldstein. I know family can be complicated. I think we all do. I'm sure it hurts to be separated from for you, too. Even if only for a little while. You have every reason to be angry at us. If your brother really is innocent, you don't want to convict him either. Can we at least know why you have so much faith in him? Fine. Sigh. Nobody actually knows Sigh here. He'd be bitter. We never actually hurt anybody. And he has me to fuss over, so that's a fact. A fact, is it? He doesn't seem like the fuss over my little brother type to me. You didn't know him before he worked here. Before? Point is, I know Sigh better than anyone. He couldn't be a murderer. Even with the victim being a guy like Quincy. And Sigh being the killer doesn't make sense anyway. If he sealed the door with residents, set up the dry ice hours before somehow. Why'd he even return to the crime scene in the first place? He's more careful than that. Dean didn't have a choice. Molly forced him to go with. Sigh went to the scene of his own volition. So there. Checkmate. Huh. Does the golden boy fancy himself a little attorney? Don't demean me. I have a point, don't I? It would be strange if the culprit risked returning to the crime scene. Especially without any sign of the evidence at the scene being tampered with. Well? It is weird. There's also a lot of questions we still need to answer today. It'll show at the end of the trial certainly messed up our timeline. Hey, maybe it'll work out for you. Just wait and see how the crime really played out. I can't just sit here and do nothing. Murderer, though. Gil. People aren't always who we think they are, even if we have faith in them. You know that, don't you? What will you do if Sai really is the murderer? He isn't. And if he is? Then so what? He's still my brother. Would you just be okay with what he's done? Given the circumstances, I'd imagine yes. Yeah. What about you, Gil? Would you have said yes to trading Dean's life for a slightly happier family? He didn't even ask you if that was what you wanted, did he? You and Dean and everyone else at the park didn't get a choice. I'm just supposed to hate him because of that? The days where we grew up together suddenly stopped mattering? You expect people to just put those things aside? But he might be a murderer, Gil. And you don't have proof of that yet. Don't push your morals on me. You're talking about my family, not yours. Why do you care anyway? I just want me to give up on Sai because it's easier. Is that it? Of course not. Maya is really pushing this. Which on one hand seems entirely the wrong idea, the wrong thing to be talking about with someone whose brother we are indirectly responsible for putting in jail. On the other hand, Maya might be pushing her, projecting her morals on Sai. Due to her own family experiences that we've yet to find out about. But shared something between Maya and Godot, possibly involving Mia, and the Fey Law Office. So... just chalk it up to another interesting quirk to Maya's character that's starting to emerge. If he did do something, you need to be ready to understand what kind of person he could really be. If he ends up in jail, how are you going to accept that? He deserved it. Deserved it? Haven't you bothered me enough for one day? No matter what I say, you're gonna suspect Sai anyway, huh? Whoa. Sorry, oh, whatever. I don't want to put up with this anymore. You guys wanted info from me? Then too bad. I've had enough of you guys. Maya, what the fuck is wrong? What the fuck happened to you? Maya, are you okay? Things were getting a little heated there. I'm fine. I just didn't realize how much I was getting to him. He's going through a lot right now. Don't take it too personally. No, it is very much your fault, Maya. I know you care about our client, but I shouldn't have got so fired up, huh? Not in the courtroom just yet. I don't even know if Sai did anything for sure, right? Don't let the boys' pity party get to you, Maya. We've seen witness after witness try to pull at the old heartstrings to get their way in court. You get used to it after the first few times. Are we sure about that? Or is that just a Godot thing? You'll see one day, kid. I know it's just a case for you guys, but for them... you guys are right. What am I doing? It's an investigation. It's supposed to be fun. We can get serious later. Maya, this is starting to come across as really unhealthy. And who will bring up the mood if not our star spirit medium? The kid certainly won't. I'd like to see what a peppy Godot looks like. You're looking at it, kid. Trust me, you don't. Right. Pep is a job for Mystic Maya. Can't have you guys getting bored before the investigation is over, now can I? That's the spirit. Figuratively and literally. Oh. On one hand, what the hell, Maya? We're pushing that conversation in exactly the wrong direction based on Gil's relationship with his brother. On the other hand, that seems like everything Maya was saying is coming from personal experience, and is a really serious point of trauma with her. That's directly tied to her little outburst in court, too. Which I suppose isn't quite enough yet for Apollo to put together that, hey, something's fucking wrong here. Are you okay, girl? But go to the break room, we can go to the cursed castle. Let's go to the break room first. Huh. It's so quiet in here. Would have at least thought maybe Gil ran off to this room. I think he's fed up with us anyway. We might be better off. Yeah. Come on, Maya, don't let the drama get you down. We've got free reign of the employees' private quarters, haven't we? Right. Time to rifle through everything. Let's at least be a little respectful of their privacy. Come on, don't you be a goody two-shoes. Nobody will know. Exactly. Please stop enabling her. Honestly. Look, kiddo. I give every single employee a rolly chair. Every single one. So why haven't you given Paulo one yet? You're going to wreck Mia's office floor if he lets you get near another wheeled chair. It's my office, remember? I'm pretty sure it's your office, sir. We're not ruining it. Come on, please. No. Mean. Obvious case found on the desk. Well, if there really is any evidence here, it would have to be on the desks of the office break room. I guess my break room is a copy machine. There's some sort of note or something. Worth a shot. Alright, let's put up and take a look through them. I call the one with all the colorful sticky notes. Go for it. Let's see what we have over here. Nothing out of the ordinary. Hmm? What is it, Pearly? Oh, it's just... a picture? I found it in the desk drawer. Oh! Oh. Is that the Goldsteins? That's Mr. Gilmer for sure. Silent looks so weird. Happy? And still got that glimmer of hope in his eyes. This must have been years ago. Never imagined Mr. Goldstein showing us a smile like that. Must have been before he was given a glass half full of reality. Yeah, he started working here. The world got to see who he really was. Maya! Who he really was? Maya, what the fuck? I think people exactly act like themselves under the pressure of blackmail, Maya. Not who they want to be, maybe. You don't get a good cup of coffee without putting the beans under the right amount of heat. Under pressure, everyone's true essence comes out. Feels weird to look at this. I think we're encroaching. Evidence is evidence. Evidence is evidence. At what point does it stop being evidence collecting and start being hoarding? Just pocket the photo, Paul. Godot, you really are enabling her, you know that? This is fucking weird. But, look, Godot. Oh, we see this one. Oh, the rolly chairs, okay. What else is in there? Plant. Did you know it's a scientific fact that people work better in the company of office plants? More plants equals more happy people. I think this might be a subject you care too much about. Oh, I live out in nature. I have the authority to care about these things. I don't think Purane really qualifies as out in nature. But it sounds cool. Oh, are you seeing this again? Yep. Try it. Guess that's all there is to find here. It's no real... something on here. Oh, hey! Never looked at this piece of paper on the side of the board. You're right, let's see here. What's that look on your face for? Blackboard rules. Please do not erase the schedule if written on the blackboard. Molly, please do not add nap time to the schedule on the blackboard. Simon, please refrain from drawing scary imagery on the blackboard. You're scaring Dean. Gilbert, you're not allowed to draw on it either. Don't care if it's work-related. Please do not touch the blackboard. Employees being a hassle is just a fact of life, I suppose. There always has to be someone to prevent the office from descending into chaos. Up until a few months ago, that was me. Go ahead and keep telling that pretty lie to yourself, kid. You arrived to work on time 3 times during my first month at the office. I counted. Let's look at something else. Don't really think there's anything else to see here. Rolly chair, rolly chair, rolly chair. Photo. Blackboard. Alright, I think we're done here. Let's get out of here. Back to Whimsy World. You know, now that Gil's gone, we kind of have free reign over this place, don't we? Do you really think that there could be clues here? Well, it's worth a look at least. Doubtful, but honestly, I'll take anything I can get at this point. Alright then, can't we take one more look around? One more look around and we go. You know, we haven't really got a chance to look around the place without anyone watching. Maya, we're not stealing from the food stall. Hey, who said I'd do that? What if there's important evidence here we're missing out on? I'll go check out the stalls. Why don't you check out, like, the food court and stuff? But those are just tables and trash cans. Fair enough. Come on now, kid. If you're not willing to get your hands dirty, then how can you call yourself committed to anything? Cadeau, come over here with me. Get to work now. But it's okay, Mr. Justice. I'll help. Thank you, Pearl, for a dash of sanity. Fine. Let's see here. There's some trash here. Not that surprising. What is it? It's just a weird note. It's like somebody's math homework or something. 12, 12, 71, 18, 12. What? Not very good at math, if that's the case. Look how crumbly it is. Being bad at math is one thing, but they could at least be organized. Hey, I knew I was right to have you dig through the trash, Paulo. Don't see how this will be useful. But you never know, do you? I'm only putting this in evidence because you want me to. There's somewhere I can wash my hands around here. Six times 18 equals 64. Don't know what to make of this. Didn't expect to have math today. So I think the white horse is named, like, Reginald. Oh. Eagle Royal Refined Reginald. That seems like something they do here. What about the brown and white one over there? These scruffles. Really? What? Should have been coffee related for you. Wanted me to be more predictable, is that it? Where's the fun in that? No, it's fine. Why can't you play along with what I say from time to time, too? Paulo, you should join us. That's a tree. That's it. Heavy Music Park's coup de grace, the roller coaster. Ah, the roller coaster. We're so fascinated with peril, sometimes sometimes it's the only thing that can convince the heart to pump again. Even if the world is falling apart around you, the old spark of danger will always still remain. Perhaps that's why we make contraptions like these, to stray closer to that old instinct. Twisted, isn't it? You didn't sign up for a philosophy class, you know. Ha! Nor did I sign up for life, kid. If it's unfair, remember it. That's my #1 rule. Or, you know, something like that. Hey now, if you're gonna imitate me, at least get the voice down first. I don't know, it sounded like a pretty good impression to me. Maybe you should get your ears checked, kid. Food courts again. I think that's all there is to see here. Alright. Hey, if it's in the gang themselves. Hey, Molly. Actually awake, are we, Miss Engineer? Hey, you put on quite a show in there, the Forge. Why not talk to the dogs of the town? Park. Yeah, you get the point. Does talk include dozing off mid-conversation? Me? Never. Seriously, it was quite a show earlier today. I thought you were gonna flounder around the whole trial. Oh, that could have been a fun watch, too. A fun watch? Quincy's dead as a ducat, and I'm not going to jail. That's a win for me. It's just for you all to figure out. I guess you could let them ship Dean off if you really wanted to. I'm pretty sure it's too late for that. Guess so, huh? Anyway, I kind of feel like napping soon. Great, go ahead and work your nitpicky it anyway. Go for it now, okay? At least one person doesn't hate us. That's promising. You know, your badges look kind of like little screws. Get little pins in the back of them, right? Please, don't try to screw my attorney's badge into something. Would it be interesting, though? You know, just to know. It could be useful in a pinch. How? I don't know. You'd be in a pinch. You don't predict those things. Fair enough. Not only did the police take Dean, but now you guys have got Cy on the ropes, too. People here are disappearing left and right, huh? I think I was sort of getting used to the local crazies. Sorry. Just don't accuse me, okay? I make no promises. Quincy sure causes us no end of trouble, even in death, huh? Only people could just stick to messing with their own lives. Huh. We're always using the people around us for something or other, huh? It's sick. Just thinking of how many people he must have manipulated like that. Surely there'd be a point where the money he had gotten from everyone was enough, right? I mean, he must have needed it for something. No, you don't do that kind of thing for just to amass money. You do it because you have the power. Bah, but he just liked the power. Yeah, thanks, Molly. He was a bit of an awkward guy before he became the local terror of the haunted house. Meaner sure did shift when we met up with him. That's right, he scheduled meetings with his blackmail victims in the audio room that day. Meetings so important that the Prodigy boy didn't grace us with the knowledge of them. Oh, that old thing, huh? This is a little weird to leave out. I had one too, though. You what? I'm eating with Quincy. He had dirt on me. Let me establish this. You didn't tell us he personally met with the man? It was hours before the murder. I decided it wasn't important. Not important? Being one-on-one with a murder victim on the day of his death? Who are we to just decide what really is or isn't important in this world, little sleepyhead? Don't embarrass yourself, LaForge, I'll tell ya. Well, damn. What was your meeting about? I met with Quincy just before I started giving this place some TLC. Only reason I arrived at my shift on time, to be honest. Meetings with him are pretty routine. That audio room is one of 4 or so places we tend to make exchanges at. Ooh, so you had bucket loads of money on you at the time, huh? Not stupid. I'll just carry my collateral around. Quincy usually had us complete our transactions on his computer. Just sit there and grin as we logged into our bank accounts and forked the money over. That's fucked up. Breathing right down our necks to make sure he got what he wanted. It sounds awful. I can imagine how powerless blackmail can make someone feel. Hey, I think something actually scary happened here. The murder? Oh, yeah, the murder. And you just went through the normal routine that day. Yep. Hey man, sat at the computer, logged in the bank account, let him watch the transfer. Then I had to sit there and watch him refresh and verify everything for an extra 10 minutes, like always. You know. Just in case I decide to scam him on our something-teenth meeting instead of our 5th. I'm most surprised the man didn't get off a lot sooner, if that's the case. And was there anything different about Mr. Quincy that day? Even just the audio room itself. I didn't notice anything about the room. But Quincy. But Quincy? But Quincy what? I've been thinking about when I saw him that day. His corpse, mind you. That's been bothering me. Could have just been made it up myself, but... Silent slip up in court earlier today. It's strange. What was the slip? That was the last video, I don't remember. What do you mean strange? How about the resident thing? I'll admit, that's super suspicious. The other thing he got wrong. The headphones. They might not have been wrong in the first place. What? You said he always wore those headphones when he was working. Yeah, he did. Trust me, if I were dying, I'd want to make sure you could make out my last words, too. When I saw his body, I think they might have been off his head. Kinda like in that sketch Silent made. So he was right. Maybe. Oops. Huh. So what? The Sketcher boy should have kept his mouth shut if he didn't want to be detained. He's suspicious no matter which way you put it. Well, if he'd kept his mouth shut, we wouldn't have gotten this far. And if we didn't put the resident there, there's no way a normal person would stop and look at our door. That man knows something we don't, and we're gonna force him to spit it out whether he likes it or not. Yeah, right, Paulo? Yeah, of course. I'm not sure I like this. You and me both, Paulo. Well, thank you, Miss Turning. Please don't. Well, no thank you, Molly. No thank you to you too, Miss Faye. Miss Ryan. You guys go have fun figuring out how to bust Dean out now. I'm sure there's a lot of friendly faces waiting. Don't remind me. As for me, I'm gonna get back to work pretty soon here. Wink. Molly, why did you audibly say wink? I don't fall. What if the chair in the middle of the sigil was meant to be for? Maybe the Count tied someone to the chair and the guests have to come rescue them. That'd require too many actors. It's just a lame little haunted house, not an escape room. Don't you work here? Yeah, so? I'm not in marketing. Lame haunted house. Well, if it's so lame, can I make a few suggestions then? I mean, you can. I won't do anything, though. Yeah, at least she's honest. Hey, Molly, can you show me how to get inside that thing? I want to see what it's like. Yeah, I can pry it open for you. Be my guest. Thanks. Man, how do you fall asleep in this thing? The metal's so cold, there's hardly any... Slam. Hey, Molly, let me out! I've always wanted to do that. I'm coming, Mr. Maya. And Maya was never heard from again. Alchemists use this one dripper thing to, like, purify stuff, right? And if you put coffee in there, you can make it a really strong brew, Godot. Huh. Never branched out too far from the tried and true coffee machine. But what's life without a bit of experimenting? Really, I thought Godot would have been really into the old, the fancier stuff. The press your own brew. It has a name, but I'm a simple fool who doesn't know it. It's like simple machine, hot water, grounds, and you actually like press it. I don't even drink coffee. Why am I even trying to? I don't know. Won't you like put a flame into those things and then hope water evaporates from the substance? Yeah, that's it. At what point does it stop being coffee and just become bean powder again? It's still coffee, even without water. Is that instant coffee then? No, it's not a liquid. It was a liquid, so it's still coffee, isn't it? If you slowly have to remove the water, at some point it stops being liquid. But it's still coffee. Then it's no longer coffee. He's right. Coffee is at least a liquid. It has to have water. Face it, Maya. You can't argue with an approval from Godot. Godot, you're supposed to take my side. Sorry, but I don't lie about serious matters. That's one of my rules. I do lie about arbitrary matters. If it's still coffee, if it has, like, 1 drop of water in it? Ooh, good point. Of course not. But it has water, doesn't it? At what point is it no longer coffee? Are you Are you guys really Ship of Theseus in coffee right now? Thank you, Molly. You're fantastic as usual. Hey, Molly, do you know if there's anything actually written in these books? Or are they just blank props you guys glued onto the shelf? I don't know. What? But inquiring minds need to know, Molly. What if there were words in those books? I need to know what poor books were sacrificed for the castle's sake. Well, if you really care, I'll go ahead and turn a blind eye to you trying to pry those books off the shelf. Really? Sure, why not? As if you'd do anything if she didn't have permission. True. You have a field day, Spirit Lady? Yes, thank you. We've lost her for, like, at least the next 5 minutes. Yep. Okay. Now, is Sebastian gonna be here? That's what I want to know. Aw. Might he have to go and listen to those? In the middle of this trial, too. Hey, I think that's Gumshoe. My prediction was entirely wrong. That's weird. Aren't the police supposed to be busy? Well, to be fair, the detective doesn't seem like the type for technical work. I wouldn't keep him around in office. Oh, he's not that bad. I can't keep him safe from something like that. Oh, what's even the point of him looking into that case anyway? It's too late to do anything. He's just gonna give himself nightmares. Mr. Gumshoe? Burley! Oh, come on. You guys were eavesdropping again, weren't you? It wasn't on purpose this time, I promise. It's not my fault that inner monologue is in your forte. Keeping your own thoughts in your head is supposed to be as easy as keeping coffee in a mug. But I guess our local detective has a problem with that, huh? Wouldn't that metaphor apply to you too? Possibly, but just Godot prefers to externalize a lot on purpose. Go again, pal. You always have to put me down like that. Well, you were kind of loud, too. You guys are not helping our case. Isn't that what we're here for? To not help the case? You know what I mean. Just kick the habit, all right? I promise. Of course, detective. Won't do it again. Good to hear. I am still curious about what you were talking about, though. There's that attorney's badge. You know, it looks shinier than usual. Yeah, you think so? Somebody finally noticed. Yeah, of course, pal. Whatever you want, pal. Maya, it is shinier, right? Kinda hard to tell with the sunglasses. I don't know, just say yes. Yeah, pal. It really is shinier. Never mind, detective. Thought was nice, though. Alright, on the scene. If you don't mind me asking, why are you here, detective? What do you mean? Aren't the police, like, super busy? Shouldn't you be over there, helping them? Come Come on now, this is my case, pal. Things aren't so cut and dry anymore. I've got to investigate. Oh, what gave you the idea that you could play dumb with us, Detective? We heard you talking about someone. Someone listening to something, was it? Oh, me and my big mouth. Sebastian isn't available to watch the crime scene right now, so I offered to take his place, that's all. Ooh, what do you mean isn't available? Listening to those recordings he commissioned from the victim. Those are one of the last things he worked on before he died, right? Yeah. And, well, told Sebastian to take some time after listening through all those. It's already bad enough he had to hear Quincy's final words, pal. And now those two. Ooh. So those recordings are other victims, then? No. What do you care, huh? Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. We said yesterday, important case, info's a no-go. Wait a sec. Gumshoe, those recordings. They're brand new evidence for an old case, right? Mr. DeBest is only now listening to them? Yeah? Doesn't what you just said imply that you know what's in them? Look, given who last had the items that he turned into Mr. Quincy, given what happened to him, I know those recordings aren't going to be pretty. You said Sebastian already listened to the victim dying. Those can't be much worse, can they? Point is, if he was going to be so insistent on listening to them today, the least he could do is take over some work for him. That's all I'm saying. Which means you're not saying everything. Are you sure, Gumshoe? Gumshoe. Let's talk about the crime, pal. Works for us? Wait, I walked into that one. Huh. That's another interesting thread. Which is probably not going to pay off this case, but it's interesting to see that build up. Two separate cases, two separate factors building up sequentially, in parallel. Maya's issues and Sebastian's issues. Speaking of the police, how's their investigation? How's their investigation progressed since yesterday? Have you guys found anything new? I think the blackmail cases are going to be open longer than this one, pal. They've been making a bit of headway. Here, Sebastian told me to give you this now that we have it. Uh-huh, what's this? A bunch of computer files? No, it's not the contents of the files, it's the file names that are important. Remember the victim met with his blackmail victims the day of the murder? We promised we'd give you our findings, and here they are. This is his meetup schedule. Well, let's take a look. Wait, what? Magic.bh, thunder.mt.wave, whale.ct.wave. So you can see initials. Silent Goldstein, 2:12 p.m. BH Billy Hart. Molly Turing MT. Who's AL? Wait, AL would have been the first, right? It's a weird order in here. Well, I suppose they're sorted by name, not time, so. Billy was first, then AL, then Molly, then Psy. Wait, what? This isn't a schedule at all. I think it's a cipher? Look at those letters here, Maya. MT, CG, BH. Huh, so you do use that big head of yours sometimes, kid. Well played. Thank you? Oh, they're initials, aren't they? Molly Turing, Silent Goldstein, Billy Dean Hart, MT, CG, BH. See, you're already on the right track, pal. The victim did all sorts of things like this. That's part of the reason the police are taking so long. Of course, we have a lot more paperwork to sift through. So finding the documents that actually mean something is kind of like finding a needle in a haystack. Except the needle has been painted to look like a piece of hay. The stack in question could fill a stadium. Would painting the needle really help out that much then? Well, we found one more thing that you think he'll take an interest in, pal. Just be careful who you show these to, okay? Oh, of course. Good. Here's these. We're not looking at the file names again, are we? No more puzzles. It's the actual files this time. Given what happened at the trial today, I think you might want these. Just give them a listen when you're ready, okay? Thanks, Detective. Covered recording. Hey, it's been a while. Hey, picked up. I was afraid you wouldn't. You've been prickly lately. At least with most people. Yeah. Level with me, Sly Guy. You still on hard times? Oh. Listen, I got my hands on some cash. Too much. Can you hold on to some for me? What? Hell, feel free to spend here and there. No, you need it. Think of it as your cut for doing me a favor, how about? Oh. Where's it from? I'm sure you have ideas. Just need to disperse it a little, okay? Would there be trouble if anyone knows I have it? What do you think? Of course. So, you thinking about it? Yeah. I'll bite. That was fast. That was fast. I'll text you a few details, okay? Do it in the morning. Oh, we don't want you know who to know, do we? Don't keep me hanging for too much longer. Gonna need to hide it soon. Remember, I called you because I trust you. So we good, okay? Well, that's fucking weird. Oh boy. Not that the banter isn't nice, but my caffeine kick doesn't just wait to see itself out when it's convenient. So have you actually done something with yourself at this crime scene and looked into the dry ice? Have you been waiting for us to swing by and craft a theory for you? It's not like I just tell you the prosecution's theory, pal. That's okay, I think your expression tells enough of a story. Well, it's not like I've heard any bright ideas from you guys either. Doesn't make sense. Crime was set up hours in advance. How did the guy not see the dry ice coming? Didn't melt, he should have at least noticed the thick fog it creates, right? That's our conundrum. What about the vents? Maybe someone crawled through them and put the ice in after the door was sealed. Nope. But clearly AL is the judge. Vents are already tiny, pal. They have to go at some weird angles to not obstruct any of the extraction. The sharp 90-degree angle someone would have to climb. Just to get from this one here. Just to get to this one here from another vent, pal. Now, I'm no expert, but I doubt anyone can just climb up a sheer wall of metal. Only the weak operate on mere assumption, Detective. If you want a coffee brewed right, you've got to pick out the beans yourself. Huh. Guess you're right. Hurley, you're tiny. Want to help us test my theory? Mr. Guiteau. You know, considering we don't have any pearl-sized suspects, I think we're just going to operate off assumptions for today. Is there any other way the dry ice could have been prepared, though? Well, it's the fog that's the problem. Timing's weird. It must have been possible somehow. The bigger concern is that our victim didn't notice it. Is there any way our killer could have concealed such a telltale sign? Way to hide the fog, huh? How would someone manage that? Maybe covering the vent in some way? I didn't notice if it was covered, though. But normally don't normally just look up at vents, but we need to cover something before you get any kind of verdict tomorrow. Alright, I've already said too much to you all. No more gumshoe for now, and that's final. You sure about that? Finality seems to be a difficult concept for the local gumshoe to grasp. Yes, I'm sure. Early. Want to work your charm? Please don't stick the cute kid on me. think we should leave Detective Gumshoe alone for now. He's already done a lot for us. Thanks, pal. Pearly the sensible one. Well then, I think there's even that much more we can find around here. I'll present some of the evidence he's given us. See if he has more to say about it. The meetup schedule. Hey, I don't have a big mouth, but I'm not that easily tricked, pal. You're not getting any more info than what we deem telling you. Guess I'll show you something else then. Would you think that'll change anything, pal? As before. Okay. So he's serious, he's not going to tell us more. What about this? Nothing for us. Fair enough. Alright. We'll examine then. Vent up here. Here's where our problem is, huh? The dry ice was right here. What secret are you hiding, Vent? Gumshoe, am I allowed to stick my head in here? Sure, pal. Just let me help you up there so we don't have to disturb the scene, okay? Alright. Careful, Mr. Maya. Of course I'll be careful. Let's see here. Anything? It's kind of dark. Heh. My voice really has an echo in here. Maybe you guys should run around the haunted house while I shout through the vent. Maybe we can find out where it connects to. I'd rather not. Oh, come on. It's a good idea. It's an idea, certainly. It's a non-zero idea. I'll do it if you want. I think you should be focused on making sure Mystic Maya doesn't fall, Detective. Oh, sorry. That's a no-go. This guy sure did a lot of record keeping. Please, there's no way there's all records. Not with this many journals and notebooks. One of these has to have something juicy in them. Let's crack them open. I think the police have already found out most of the juicy gossip about the victim, Maya. Yeah. I know, I never really thought about it, but I could actually get it set up like this now. Multiple monitors, a powerful processor, and a fancy graphics card. Nothing nice and high-tech, you know? Why don't you go get one after this case? Well, I'd have to have the cash. And, you know, keep it for a few days. Oh, I promised not to nag you about money. I also can't have you experimenting with my new computer like last time, pal. I have no idea what you're talking about. Maya, what'd you do? This file cabinet is well kept. Not a speck of dust anywhere in sight. Like a certain cabinet somewhere else. Oh, now, it's not as dusty as it used to be. The bar for not as dusty as it used to be is so low that it's several feet underground. You're the apprentice. If it bothers you so much, I'd be happy to add office cleaning to the daily workload. Never mind. Duly noted. Detective, do you know for a fact that these boxes were used in the crime? Hey, you used them in court. That's what I'd like to know. Answers now, please. Well, they're the best way to reach the air vent. So they couldn't have stood on the desk, right? Yep, the desk isn't disturbed at all. What if the killer was just really careful? They had ample time on them, sure. If it were a heat of the moment. We're just back to proving the same thing. Yeah. Good for you, pal. Don't really have much more to learn about this. Alright. Do you feel it, kid? It's like when the scent of a fresh roast fades away with the chill of the world around. It's too late to savor it anymore. Excuse me? I think we've got everything we can get out of this place. I still don't feel like we've gotten any closer to figuring this out, though. Well, I can think of two people still worth prodding. Whether or not they want to talk, though, that's a different story. Well, let's go see them. Detention center. So who's available? Here we are. Oh, you're the attorneys on the Hart case, aren't you? I see our names have gotten around. What is it to you, man in blue? Who are you here to see? Oh, right. Mr. Goldstein's here now, too. For now, let's see... Let's see Sai. Might as well get the worst part out of the way first. Can I see Mr. Goldstein? Alright, give us a moment. Hello. Hello, Mr. Goldstein. Gotta harass me again, huh? I'm not talking. Like brother, I guess. So why don't a lot of you bastards go take your truth and justice and preach to someone else? Whoa! Thought you weren't talking. Think some sharp words are enough to deter the truth, do you, Sketcher Boy? I don't care how much you struggle, we're going to figure out what you know tomorrow. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot harder to convince than Gil was. Especially if we keep throwing insults around. Did we actually convince Gil? Did we just get him talking briefly and then Maya antagonized her accidentally with her own trauma and drove him away? Well then, you know what to do when words aren't enough, don't you? Like they say in the TV shows. Enough talking. My spear will speak for me. I don't think we can do that here, Maya. This isn't the Steel Samurai. Well, yeah, duh, not literally. I don't see any spears around here, do you? The obvious first step is... Yikes! I need to never leave my attorney's badge out near any angry witnesses. Present something random? Think that's gonna get me to talk? Idiots. Can't I just have one case where there's not someone who throws constant insults at me? That's business, baby. Mr. Goldstein, you don't happen to recognize this, do you? No. Its contents. How do I know what its contents are? It's a video cassette. Here, please provide us with a transcript. Figured it was only a matter of time. You're a real artist, all right, Mr. Goldstein. Knowing how to redirect the eyes for so long. Afraid I'm not much of an artist anymore. What do you mean? I'm out. Got ties with that friend. She might have had more for me. Dunno. What? Don't know where the money came from. I don't want more. She? So it's not? Quincy? Wait. Oh, is this the blackmail material that Quincy had on Psy? Could win blood money for all I know. What changed your mind? Only did because I had to. Not like Quincy. My old art was garbage. Nobody wanted it. I couldn't give up. No. Not with that wide-eyed idiot looking up to me. Your brother. You've seen me drawing my whole life. Spent most of school with my nose in a sketch pad. Only accolades I ever got were for art. I was so convinced I'd be the best artist ever. You know what he said when we were little? I would be just like you, Psy. Wish I had half your talent. Stuff like that. Endearing idiot, huh? I didn't want to show him. All the practice wasn't enough to make it out there. I need to be an artist, the right way. But freelance almost killed me. So I needed money. Who's the person on the other side of the line? Someone I thought was friend-worthy a while back. You quit talking to her? It's a good scrape by, yeah. At least that old friend kept my secret. Unlike a certain set of prying ears. The victim, huh? As soon as I got a secure job, there's karma. I had it coming. That enough for you? You happy? Gotta go and tell the whole court about my motive now? Not if you don't have to. Yeah, right. Maybe we will if you don't feel like talking again. Ah, yes, now we're the blackmailers. No, don't say that. Coffee man's honest. Gotta respect that. Huh, thank you. Can we talk now? We can talk now. Alright. So, would you like to tell us your perspective on this case, Mr. Goldstein? Your full perspective, now that we know everything? About you, at least? I told you in court. Look what good that did. You don't even want to try to justify your innocence to us? I guess not. Old photograph. Look at this photograph. Oh, you went through my things. Get your filthy hands off that. Awfully talkative now, aren't we? That's mine. Oh, is it? Don't awe me. You can't just take stuff that's mine. It's from high school. Do you want your high school pictures circulating around? Is that what the little onion guy is? He's a school trophy? You look cute in this photo, you know? Huh. She's good at finding just the right way to get to you, isn't she? Shut up. I'm talented. Not sure that's a good talent to have, Maya. You're just scared of me, Apollo. A little bit, yeah. Talent. Hey, it looks like you were pretty talented too, from this photo. Yeah, right. Well, you won a gold trophy. Yeah, come on, I'm being genuine here. Must have been like the art king at your high school. It was a small high school. Gil was there too, and he's not bad at face paint. It's like a little puppy following in my footsteps. Little bro's never gonna catch up to me. Is that a hint to the old sibling rivalry I hear? Seriously though, you two really do look happier at this photo. Things were simpler then. It was easier to smile. You know, Gil said something like that. Think about how you were before you worked at Whimsy World. Before you were blackmailed. That's why, isn't it? That's why you're being so evasive. Why you keep telling your brother to stay out of this. He followed you into the art world. He looks up to you. He cares about you. Too much, maybe. He may not have been blackmailed, but he could have a motive. You're afraid that motive is you. Are you afraid he could be the culprit, Sai? Is that what this is about? He's family, huh? I can at least respect that you know to take responsibility. It's your job to prevent anything from happening to your little brother, isn't it? But Gil's his own person, too. If he had something to do with the crime... God, I hope not. I don't know anything for sure yet. Maybe it's neither of you. I mean, there's no strong evidence. It's okay. You're just worried because he has a motive, that's all. Who are you to console me? You put me in here this morning. I guess you're right. First Dean, then Sai, now Gil. Is there anyone who's not going to be brought up as a suspect? Molly? There, I talked. Now leave me be. Need to be ready for tomorrow. That's more than I thought we'd get out of him. Nice of you to finally open your trap for us, Sai Kai. You know, this could have been a lot easier for you if you'd told us what was getting to you from the start. I know. Oh. Thank you. I'm going to find the right culprit tomorrow, I promise. Let's hope that's a good thing. Yeah, to be fair, Apollo was directly trying to hold back from outright accusing Sai. And it was Maya who went full balls to the wall using Sai. Well, that's one conversation down. Just hoping the other goes a little better. Guard, if you would. Why would you want to visit this dark-hearted man? You know what? I don't. Goodbye, Dean. No, wait, no!